Hey guys, Franz Snideman here. I want to go over an exercise called the Goblet squat, which is part of the teaching curriculum that we do at the RKC, which is the one-day certification. Along with the swing and the get-up, the Goblet squat definitely has its place as a foundational kettlebell exercise, primarily because it teaches you the actual pattern of how to squat. And it's just a very great teaching tool on how to get somebody to unlock their hips. And it's also just a great assessment tool as somebody's overall function. Thanks to Dan John for even inventing this exercise. So the Goblet squat's this. You bring the weight up, you hold it by the horns, you sit back, and you squat. And something about having the kettlebell in the front of your body just makes it a very natural way to squat. So as you come down, you sit back. The knees are on the inside of my legs. Now, here's what I'm not doing. I am not allowing my legs to come forward, or I'm not allowing my knees to buckle in. In fact, the main tip about this first video that we're going to do, in fact this will be a three-part video series, the first thing I just want to teach you is the foundational setup, and then how to just find the bottom position. That's really all we're going to go over today. So the foundational setup is, your feet are forward, toes are forward. Very important to keep your big toes on the floor. Just like I've said in some of my other videos, in the pistol videos, if your big toe is not on the floor, you're leaking power, you're not as strong. It's no different here. Keep your big toes on the floor, keep your heels on the floor, in fact, keep the whole foot on the floor. So, you bring this guy up. Similar to the swing, you initiate the squat by sitting back, only now, as you sit back, I want you to widen your knees. So really think of pushing your knees out, which basically kind of looks like this. You squat down. Think of keeping the feet totally straight, but drive the knees outside of the ankles at the same time as you're pushing back. So it's both. It's a push back and drive the knees out without losing toe contact. So that is really the key to having a really solid goblet squat, is getting the setup right. Got to get the setup right. Once you get the setup, and you're down there, sit back, pry the knees open, pry the knees, pry the knees. You can start using your elbows to kind of pry open your hips, but without collapsing your posture. Don't rest off your ligaments and don't come down low. That's false flexibility. Your elbows are right in the meaty part of your quad, your vastus medialis. Your chest is tall. You can pry side to side. You can do some figure eights. You can do some curls. But you do not go deeper than you can. If you lose your lumbar curve, you've gone too far. Take your time on this guy. So this is just the first section. I want you to get good at the foundation, get good at the bottom position, find a position that allows you to stay down there, use your strength, keep your feet on the ground. Stay tuned for part 2.